Hey everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Welcome to a new episode. Today we are on the galaxy map. We are ready to visit this system. In this one we still have some Xenos that we need to deal with. It says that a space combat awaits in this system. I'm not gonna deal with that just yet because I think those guys are Eldari and they are pretty tough on unfair. Right now we are ready to visit this location, see what we will find exactly.
An unidentified object has been located in the system. The artifact reacts to our transmissions by releasing unknown radiation, most likely of Xeno origin, the cogs are reporting. If you want to get a closer look, we need to close the distance between the vessel and the object.
Okay, let's visit first the planet. Let's check the loot here. We don't need promethium.
At first, it looked like the snowy and desolate planet was devoid of surprises. But the yellow and orange flickering of the lumens and the notifications from the auger system informed the officers there was a small colony that survived in spite of the harsh climatic conditions. All attempts to hail the colony have failed.
Send out a scouting party.
The explorers report the dismal condition of the settlement and its inhabitants. Their skin is translucent and pale. Their icy blue eyes see practically no color. Their language is rough and guttural, and their stomachs cannot tolerate anything except a stew made from local roots and mosses. And yet, they are subjects of the Imperium, still loyal to the Emperor. They have mistaken your people for his emissaries.
Find out what happened to the world.
The local elders woefully reminisced about times long gone. Most of them were still sheltered in their mother's wombs when snow first settled on the verdant fields. Hail ruined the crops and frost hardened the soil. Plants and large beasts that could not sustain themselves were the first to go. They were soon followed by birds and other small animals. Most people in large cities perished, unable to warm themselves and their families. They say the governor and his entourage left the world in the first days of winter, taking all the provisions and fuel with them. No one responded to the pleas from this dying world. The stars remained deaf to the messages transmitted by the planet's Vox stations. These abandoned subjects of the Imperium still managed to save the machines and other valuables, but they were of little use without a supply of promethium. And yet those who survived eventually adapted to the tribulations that the God Emperor had bestowed upon them.
Give the unfortunate people a gift of promethium and send the tech priest to perform the rites of a generator maintenance.
When the maw of the first generator belched forth a furious roar and black ash started falling from the sky instead of snow, the locals laughed and danced, trying to warm their limbs after decades of cold. They called down blessings upon their unseen savior, a rogue trader from the von Valancius dynasty, and thanked the God Emperor for the fortuitous encounter. The explorers' departure was accompanied by shouts of grateful approval, not to mention their many parting gifts.
Okay. We're not gonna use the promethium. Let's check this Xeno artifact.
Region, Cinerus Maleficum. Material, internal voidship communications log. Lookout bridge. We have an unknown object dead ahead. Not an asteroid, clearly artificial in nature, but it's larger than Footfall Station. Bridge, copy that. Report relayed to officer on duty and pilots. Lookout, expect visual soon. Bridge, we have visual. What the? Incoherent whispering. Bridge, lookout. This is the Vox Master. I'm adding the pilots, senior officers, and the Lord Captain to this channel. His Lordship wishes to assume personal command. Look out, Lord Captain. We have requested intel on the object from the Augur Array module, awaiting their response.
Lord Captain on the line, what do the augurs show?
Bridge. According to available data, the object consists of an unknown material foreign to the Imperium. We are registering an unknown class of energy profile. The engineers are at a loss about how this technology works exactly, but they did specify that the energometry suggests that the system is holding an active charge. The object appears ready to do whatever it's designed to do.
What is the senior officer's take on this?
Officer's Station, Van Kallox here. What we see before us is a webway gate, an artifact that Xenos used to get to their sorceress realm, so to speak. It allows Eldari to get around the sector quickly and serves as a hideout for their most unpleasant tribe, the Drukhari, whom we have already met. Officer's Station, Yurliet here. This gate is just like the one you saw on the Liliathan. The children of Asurian wander the void through such constructs erected in ancient times. Any ship that passes through such a portal will enter a tangle of paths fathomable to none but my kin.
Can we activate this device somehow?
Bridge, requesting response from the Engineerium. Bridge, apologies, Lord Captain. The tech priests have refused even to consider such a possibility. It would be a violation of the Omnissire's tenets and an extremely dangerous undertaking. Bridge, perhaps a certain companion of yours could. Officer's Station, even if I knew the secret of this gate, I would never surrender it to the Monkey. The webway is our kin's sacred refuge, and a deadly trap to those such as you, Elantag.
All weapons fire on the object.
Bridge, Lord Captain's orders, destroy the object. Activate batteries. Targeting, firing in 3, 2, 1, lookout. Confirming contact with the object, good thrown. Bridge, report. Lookout, no effect. I don't know what that thing is made of, but our weapons are powerless against it.
Enough mysteries, we're changing course and moving out.
Bridge, yes, Lord Captain. Maneuver engines. Changing course.
Okay, so we cannot do anything here, right?
Region, Cinerus Maleficum. Material, Bridge. Officer's Station.
Okay.
Bridge.
Maybe we can come back here later. Who knows when we decide to save Yurliet. We cannot go there. Somehow we are trapped in this area. Who said that they have issues with the Drukharis? Do we need to go here? Maybe these guys are attacked. Let's come back here.
The vessel's confessors report discontent among their flock.
Okay, let's go again with this one. We leveled up, that's pretty nice. Are there some issues here?
Lord Captain, we have received an astropathic message from Dargonus. Achilles Scalander reports a Xenos raid against a merchant ship in the silence of Mers Sigrid. The coordinates of a hypothetical contact have been forwarded to the crew. If you wish to support your subjects and fight back against the Xenos personally, we must hurry. It is unlikely that a merchant ship will be able to resist the enemies of humanity for long.
Where exactly is this? Arrive in time. Attack. Silence of Mer Grit. And where is this? Is it here? Where is that world? We need to arrive in time, right? We need to go on Dargonus. It is Dargonus, right? I don't know. We're not gonna go here. This is pretty bad. Let's do this fast, this location, and then I'm gonna go to Dargonus. I don't know exactly where Dargonus is. Where is that merchant ship? We need to do it in time, but where is it? Attack in the silence of Mer Segrit. Drukhari must not be allowed to destroy the warship carrying value cargo. The merchant needs military support. Where exactly? Where is it? I have 3 contracts, 2 contracts. Trinitos. Do we need to go on Dargonus? Yeah, we need to go on Dargonus. Then we need to move fast.
During the war,
Yeah, I don't care. We already been through that. Yeah, it's here.
That night, the
Silence of Mer Segrit. Okay, we found it. Never mind. Okay, so we need to kill these guys. Let's save. Because these space battles are pretty fucking tough. And they are Drukharis. That's not that great. These guys are insanely powerful. I hope there are not that many. Let's see if we can save this one. I think they took some damage. The problem is that these guys are gonna focus on this one. If we come here, we can shoot this one, do some damage. Oh fuck, not like this. Doesn't matter. Okay, it's destroyed. Maybe they will focus on the interceptor. Changing course, let's leave to fight another day. Yeah, but I don't think you have time. Holy shit, these guys are insane. The problem is that this one is flying into these guys, so that's not great. Come on. That's so fucking close. Okay, this is great, but the problem is that this one is toasted, I think. If these guys needs to come and deal with me, and apparently they do not want to do that. That ship is toasted. There's nothing we can do. We need to deal with these guys now. Because holy shit, these guys are insane. Let's put a missile. I don't think we can save that. At least we can get some experience. Let's see what's happening. It is what it is. I think we lost something, but we cannot take that
A new
route.
message from Master Scalander, Lord Captain. This time he is not reporting yet another attack, but the alleged location of one of the Xenos leaders. Achilles' aides have reported that said leader will be heading an attack on the Paradise world Grunties. There is one catch. The planet belongs to Caligos Winterscale, another rogue trader. Master Scalander noted in his message that responding to a distress call is unlikely to be considered an incursion into somebody else's territory. The governor of Grantis will most likely send out a call for aid the moment the raid begins, and if your voidship happens to be nearby, no one will question your reasons for landing.
Okay, so apparently he's not upset that his ship was toasted. Let's repair. It's pretty cost efficient. We need more shields. We have a lot of these things, so we can sell them. We really need more shields. Maybe we should put these. More shots. Okay. We dealt with the Xenos. Let's see where we can go next. Let's see if there are more space battles. I don't think we can do that anymore. We need to go here and help with the Xenos. So let's start moving. What Xenos do we need to deal with? Answer the call for help from Grantis. Haven't we visited this? Governor's camp. Yeah, let's go like this. And before doing anything, we need to level up. I think we already visited this, right? Yeah. Okay, what level are we? What's happening? Yeah, I already know about this. We are 28. So let's start leveling up. We get a lot of stuff at 28. What can we pick? We need to pick Law and Order. The Arbitrator's attack made on others' turns deal 15% more damage. The target suffers an attack, must pass a willpower, resistant test, or become immobilized. And we are gonna go with Public Sentencing. Whenever an enemy adjacent to the Arbitrator fails a willpower resistant test for the first time in a round, that enemy provokes an attack of opportunity from the Arbitrator. If multiple enemies fail this test at the same time, the attack of opportunity is triggered against one of them randomly. Okay. Next, it's Abelardissimo. Come on, Abelard. With him, we are gonna go with Karus and adaptability. Where is it exactly? Did I missed it? I think I did. Gaining a stack of versatility increases critical hit chance by 5% until the end of the turn. Stacks. Argenta. I think the same. Probably. We're gonna go with awareness with her. And again, adaptability. Cassia. Ebb and flow. We are gonna pick. Did we pick it already? No. Every turn, second, fourth, etc. Navigator gains an additional action point. Every turn, first, third, etc. The navigator gains perception. And we are gonna go with her with fellowship. Pasquale, our damage dealer. We can go with expert finesse. Whenever the bounty hunter kills an enemy whose difficulty tier is 4 or higher, the bounty hunter immediately reloads their weapon and attack the closest enemy in their line of sight. This attack gains plus 15 over penetration, but deals only 29 of the bounty hunter's usual damage. This is not that great because I think it might hit the party. Right? But anyway, let's pick it. Heinrich is gonna go with Master of Torture. The executioner deals 5% more damage to target for each type of damage over time effect inflicted on the target. And basically that's it. Okay, let's see exactly what Xenos do we need to wreck here. Haven't we been here already? I have a feeling that we already visited this.
The Xenos got to the runaways before we could. I doubt any of them are still alive.
I think Pasquale is gonna do the check, right? Nice, Pasquale. What we need to do here exactly? These guys are toasted, like really toasted.
It's about time.
I'm eager to do a fight. What the fuck happened? Okay, chill out a little bit. I need to see where I'm going. Okay, so these are Drukaris. Oh, yeah. It's that dude that we are gonna recruit probably.
At last. You took your time coming to meet me, monkey.
Hold your foul tongue, abomination. Such filth will not use that tone with the Emperor's chosen.
Why, I sent an invitation by way of the cattle that dwelt on this world, and the chosen has so obediently appeared. How are my words anything but the truth?
How disappointing. This clearly isn't Eurymeris, the Cabal's Archon, whom we had the displeasure of meeting on Verbos 6. Once again, we are dealing with a pawn instead of the true root of the problem.
The little monkey remembered the Archon's name. Such a clever thing you are. You might just make a good pet after you've been properly trained and stripped of your misplaced arrogance.
Let's go like this. My, this beast can speak our language.
Speaking your language is slightly less trying for my patience than being forced to listen to a monkey machine butchering our tongue. Besides, I want you to understand well what I'm about to tell you. How is it that out of all of your kind, you're the only one to discover our feasts in advance? Usually you're all so slow and sluggish that my kin always have enough time to leave the battlefield before aid arrives. But still, time and time again, your dogs have been there to stand in the Cabal's way.
That thing is perceptive.
What are you talking about?
Do not play the fool, rogue trader. The monkey know when their world or vessel is due for reaping. The monkey hide or attempt to bare their teeth. Somehow, the monkey know what we know, and I suspect that the search for this leak ought to start with you. After all, it was with you that this series of setbacks began.
We're smarter than we look.
And? That's it? Just an assertion that your kind are not as brainless as you appear to be? This answer does not satisfy me. I will tell you this, monkey. I know you might be lying to me, or you might even be unaware of who is guiding your hand. In any case, I have grown quite tired of your attempts to delay the inevitable. Surely you too have run yourself ragged, chasing us between the stars. Let us put an end to this. Finish this standoff. My forces against yours, once and for all. You wander among the stars, so you must know of this place. An ancient reach, where the echo of stellar agony rings still. A place that serves as a graveyard for old stars, still filled with residual emissions and glittering dust. The place that buried your wreck, stuffed full of delicious, frightened monkey, and the horrors that devoured them. The threshold of our domain. Your kind call it the Cinerus Maleficum. That is where our disputes will be settled. The Cabal of the Reaving Tempest will be waiting for you, monkey. Do not come unarmed.
Not so fast. I answer your questions, now you answer mine.
The Xenos lowers his head pensively, but what catches your attention is something else, a barely noticeable twitch of his fingers in his armored gauntlet. He is signaling to someone standing behind you.
Very well. Amuse me.
Who are you?
My name is Marajai Aziriash, Dragon of the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest, First Blade to Lady Irimeris, Eviscerator of Illyricos, Blaze of the Barkag Kingdom, and Slayer of Corosius the Pale.
I keep hearing about an Archon. Who is that?
Mistress of the Cabal, whose hunting grounds lie in this region of real space. It was she who ordered her subjects to gut monkey worlds in order to replenish the supply of meat in the cages of her arenas.
Something isn't right here. An Archon wouldn't miss an opportunity to lead a raid and revel in the violence and pain herself. What is she planning? Is this a distraction to mask her true intentions, or an attempt to get rid of her subordinate?
I suppose I should not have expected anything compelling from a monkey. Your questions breed boredom. The conversation is over.
Conversation end when I say they do.
Oh, monkey. I do not play by your rules.
We need to fight these guys. Yeah. There are a couple of them behind me, right? There's a warrior behind me, but that one is pretty far. We can position ourselves probably here. Let me see how far we can go. We can keep Cassia back here. Argenta, you can go here. Pasquale, you can stay here, and Heinrichs, you know what, you can go here. First is Cassia, so what we are gonna do, we gather them? What the fuck is this? A slit? Interesting. They're pretty far, that's the problem. We're gonna buff Pasquale, maybe he can do something, but I do not know. These guys seem better. Are you gonna hit Pasquale? What the fuck, game? More than that, I do not know exactly what we can do. Because we cannot do anything. We need for them to wait. To come to us, and we need to wait. Okay. This one came closer. Pasquale, I don't think you can see this one, right? You can buff us, though. We have fucking high range. Maybe it's a good idea to move here. I know that we won't have perfect spot, but we still do a lot of damage. They are super far. This lead is a melee? No. Keep shooting someone, but I don't know. Argenta, you might come here and you can do some peppering you with your heavy fucking bolter like this. Okay. This was way nicer than I thought. Let's do another try. Bar it. Okay. There are a lot of them here. Okay, Heinrich says bye-bye. This is not that easy. Okay. They hit the dog. That's nothing that I'm gonna forget. I want to send the dog and deal with this big thingy.
Absolutely not. Nothing I can't.
Where the fuck is this one?
It will be done.
Okay, this guy's seems dangerous. Holy shit, Kibellah, that's some damage, dude. I have to admit, holy shit.
I'm not interested.
Why can we attack again? Okay.
My revenge will be delightful.
My place is at the fore.
Okay, next is Cassia, and we need to move a little bit. We need to put this one here, and can we gather a couple of them here? Okay, that's not that bad. Maybe we can stun. But it's stunned. Can we see Pasquale from here? Yeah, Pasquale, try and shoot all three of them.
You will pay for this in blood.
Let's put here this one. Let's hope Cassia is not gonna die. They might focus her. Nice Cassia. Okay, next Pasquale. I think he can kill all three. Yeah. Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking damage.
I won't let her devour me.
Yeah, that's why I love Pascal. Holy fucking shit. You know what? Buff again. Okay, next is Argenta, and I do not know exactly what to do with her. There is this dude here.
God,
let's go here and do some peppering.
You are the art of pain. Fall to it.
You will not withstand my vengeance. My revenge will be delectable.
Where is that Sibarit? Yeah, we need to go there. Holy shit, that's so fucking far.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Yeah, we cannot do anything. Okay. Let's use Abelard. Okay, he can go here.
I will do my duty.
I think we found something, but I don't know exactly why. Can we move a little bit closer? No, we cannot. That's so bad. But then let's shoot him.
To you.
Take this. Oh, Argenta, since this dude came near you, why don't you do some peppering? Sorry about that. Okay.
I will pay your heart out for this.
Pasquale, can you see this dude? Can you see it from here? Ooh, that's a nice shot. Okay, this dude is dead.
No! These ruby flashes are choking me! Let the true master inflict the pain.
Okay, that's not great. I forgot and then the turn. Okay, Abelard.
Indeed.
I think you can do a really
It will
big
be
ass
done.
crit right now. This dude is dead, but let's pepper it. Yeah, Pasquale, it's insane, holy shit.
An exemplary strike, reduced to dust.
Okay, this wasn't that bad. Only one that fell in battle was Heinrich's.
A
Which
pile
is
of
sad.
mutilated bodies with cut tendons and shattered bones.
This is good for Cassia. I think she has a lot of persuasion, right? Yeah. When the wearer kills an enemy with the finish the job ability, the wearer gains 20% bonus damage. Okay, we need that ability, finish the job, but probably it's from an assassin. I have a lot of Drukhari weapons. These swords are pretty nice. This might be really good for Kibellah. I think this is it here. What's this? Deadly precision. That's pretty nice. Do we have some armor for him? This is pretty good. Yeah, let's use this for him. Doesn't need a shield. Abelard, I hope you are not gonna miss this chick. Okay. I love when I'm basically failing these big checks. It's so fucking insane. Let's go back to the ship.
Challenge for me.
I live to serve your lordship.
Well, serve me. Okay, where can we go next? To be honest, I'm thinking on going back to Footfall and doing some stuff there. We have these, right? I think that's a good point. We can finish the quest with Opticon and we can search Footfall quarters for a heretics then. I think that's a good
The steady rhythm of
thing to do.
the warp jump passed without incident.
Let's start doing some quests here. Maybe we need to speak with Tokara. We have a rumor here on Footfall. And we need to... Basically, we have a lot of things here. We need to visit the Shadow Quarter. Yeah, let's stay like this. I really enjoy these guys, like this party. The new guy, Yogan, I don't like to play with him. I don't know exactly how to handle his abilities too well. I really enjoy these. Let's go and speak with Opticon. He visited me, but for some reason we cannot complete the quest.
Has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, strayed deals, strayed donations, strange.
Show the data slate. I have collected planetary data that may interest you.
With a respectful nod, the tech priest takes the data slate.
The collected data is proinus. Is player's interest significant with the criteria for cooperation, proinus? The reporting. The Kappa Thread supply line is ready to continue cooperation with the von Valancius dynasty in the sphere of planetary reconnaissance.
Are the servants of Footfall's new patron giving you trouble?
Negative. Units that identified themselves as confessors did indeed perform an intrusion lie approach Aslai. They were informed that members of the Adeptus Mechanicus exist outside their jurisdiction. A theological dispute followed.
Opticon 22 falls into a cryptic silence.
I presume this theological dispute involved the use of the Omnissiah's sacred gifts of the Force, Plasma, and otherwise martyrdom bringing varieties.
I must take my leave.
The Omnissiah...
Okay, Omnicon. Okay, so we finished this quest.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Let's go to the... I don't know. Let's speak with Vladaim. Or whoever is in charge right now.
Merchant in dock T4295 is on an illicit ship. Just had a word with
let's go to the Lee's residence. I wonder what he has to say about what's happening here.
Your Lordship, I've received news that Footfall shouldn't be expecting deliveries from Janus anytime soon. I thought we had reached an agreement. It's regrettable, but since you're not interested in gaining allies on Footfall, I will have to offer my friendship to the esteemed Lady Corda.
So how is life threatening you under Incendia Corda's firm hand?
Vladaim's face sours a little, but his voice is calm and dry.
New rules have been introduced, and many businesses are suffering losses and inconvenience caused by the actions of her confessional units. But we are Footfall. We know how to survive under rogue traders of all kinds, and none of them has yet been able to change this station's identity.
Okay, apparently he's not that upset. Okay, let's go to the Shadow Quarter. You don't need to do exactly the route that I did. Basically, I think you are pretty free to do whatever you like here on the second act. Let's see. Is the quarantine lifted? Yeah, I think it is. There are some tags there.
The foreman of Utility Crew 3 is whistling some jaunty tune.
So is the quarantine zone safe now?
Well, that depends. We figure everyone who could have died is dead and rotting. And disease and parasites don't usually live in corpses. We threw a few expendables in the quarantine zone, and we can say for sure that it was thirst that killed them in the end, not disease.
They come.
Okay, there are some tags here.
Brothers and sisters, look, they cleared the way. We break through. It's now or never. I won't die here like a rat. Go, go. Shoot everyone you run into.
And bow before me!
And these guys are so easy to deal with. I don't know. I think Kibellah can deal with these Amber guys. Cassia, why don't you give some damage to Pasquale? I think we can go like this and
step aside.
Murder most of them. At least stun them. can also gather them here.
If I may.
I don't think they can do anything. Holy shit, they deal a little bit of damage. I don't think I need a dog for these guys because I can come here and murder all of them. At least a lot of them. That's insane. Yeah, this is pretty easy.
Doubt is for the weak.
These are all of them? It seems so.
I refuse.
Scared, yeah? Oh!
At your beck and call.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
I also have a rumor around here. And to be honest, I don't know exactly where it might be. Let's go through these. Maybe these are important.
Open areas of skin have turned into one massive burst ulcer. The buzzing of flies. These people did not die from the disease. It seems they simply fought to the death over the provisions.
What's happening here? What did you find, Mira?
You hear the sound of falling objects from behind the thick sheet of metal, followed by angry hissing.
Quiet, I said quiet, before someone finds us.
Please don't be afraid, I mean you no harm.
Please have mercy, don't kill us. We're not infected, I swear. It's them, they're to blame. It's them.
Her bleeding is cut short by a violent, wheezing cough.
Who are they? Who is to blame?
We'll tell you everything. Just please spare our lives. We know where the disease came from. We do, we know.
Another coughing fit interrupts the woman's words.
It's them, those damned mutants. They have a hideout somewhere under our block. We used to see them skulking in the shadows all the time. The two families who died first, they had dealings with them, traded something, and they caught some mutant blight. I know they did. Those mutants are very tough. They're always sick with something, but they don't die of it. But ordinary people definitely do. We got lucky though. We're alive, we're getting by. The disease couldn't claim us.
I will verify your claim about the mutants. We are not gonna blow them up.
We're not lying. Look for their entrance. It has to be close by.
Okay. What did you find, Pasquale? Okay, I don't see anything. Let me check that rumor here. Holy shit, we have a lot of rumors.
The dead are covered in ulcers and several show traces of repulsive mutations.
None shall stand in my way.
Okay, so that's the mutant lair.
Buffs hoarsely. Loosely buried under the piles of trash are bodies with obvious gunshot wounds.
It might be good for Pasquale. Okay, we need to examine the cogitator. Okay, we have another quest here. Let's deal with the mutants.
A new challenge for me? Submit! And you'll
Okay, so
die
these guys
quickly.
are the ones that we need to deal with. Let's try and gather them here. Okay, it's better than nothing. I'm gonna try and murder most of them with Pasquale. These guys basically do 0 damage.
Once you're a target.
Like, look how much damage do I do with Abelard. Yeah, we are so fucking high level. This guy is a little bit more tough, but not that much.
Emperor, protect me. I'll do what it takes.
Touch me.
I won't object to it.
For the throne's glory.
I can handle this.
Momentum.
I will do like you. At your beck and call.
These guys are not that easy to deal with, but we are having a lot of levels and we do a lot of damage. Okay, we ended up the turn with Heinrichs by mistake. How much damage Pasquale is doing? Like, it decimates these guys.
Do I need to do everything myself?
The dog died. What the fuck? I almost hit myself. Holy shit. This poison, it's not great.
Suits my purposes. Someone else can do this.
Holy shit. That's a lot of fucking damage.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Wait for the situation to resolve itself. Seriously? Let's loot these guys. What's this? Pack of regents. Okay, I think it's a consumable. I don't think we need to use any medkits because I don't think there's any other fight here. So this fight was pretty easy because we are so fucking over leveled. I think the rumor was what we found with that demolition check. A lot of teachings here. Imperial Pride. Bolter weapon proficiency. It's a light weapon, not a heavy weapon. This is good for Argenta. These are nice. I think this is it, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, how can we leave from here? Now I want to go and speak with that cogitator near Hieronymus Doloroso. Right? I think that will give me the loot. I might be wrong. We can also speak with those guys and inform them that they are safe. But where are they exactly? I think they were here.
Judging by the traces of destruction here, corpses all around, someone left. Many people tried to break through this door, covering them.
I think this is it here in the Shadow Quarter. Why the game pose? Did we found something?
Someone spilled water here, and it hasn't had time to dry. Incendia Corner has replaced.
Is this a bomb?
This fake door is connected to a mine trigger.
Yeah. I think this is right. Dreams and stories. I think this is the quest that we received from that rumor. Basically, whenever we spoke with that dude in the cafeteria. I think we should be near this dude.
Repent, unclean soul. Confess your repent, malefactors. Unburden your souls, and the Emperor will be merciful. Admit what it is you do. If you you notice equipment from totally different eras. Some ancient, some fairly old, and others.
Who is that cogitator?
Undoubtedly depicts Parsimus Duane, the legendary rogue trader who founded.
He's here? Yeah, he might be here.
The sight of this cogitator would be enough to break any tech priest's heart. The machine is leaning slightly to one side, grimy, covered in scrawled drawings, with frivolous writing scratched here and there on the casing. Several keys are missing, and the rest are coated with dust. Pascal's respirator lets out a mournful hiss before he says grimly,
"The right of operation has been repeatedly and blasphemously violated. Requesting the identification and punishment of the deplorable acolyte entrusted with caring for the spirit of this machine."
Use the key to enter towards realizing design.
While you're pressing the keys, the cogitator appears dormant, but as you enter the last letter of the second word, it suddenly comes to life. Triumphant music pours out of it, followed by a voice. A man's voice, pleasant, with a somewhat dated pronunciation of Gothic.
Greetings. Greetings to you, keen wanderer who found my message and solved my riddle. I, Parsimus Duane, Master of Footfall, Trailblazer of the Expanse, am pleased to welcome visitors to my magnificent palace in the stars. Footfall is my great creation. It is what marked the beginning of the Imperium's triumphant march into the Koronus Expanse. You are here because you managed to discover the message in the Almanac of Footfall published on my orders, and find the caches I had installed at select sites. You have seen the view from the dome of the great cathedral, the void-piercing arches of the Providence Bridge, the stars' cold gaze through the windows of the small quay. Only thus, step by step, can one experience the scale and the elegance of my creation. Footfall's sights are their own reward. However, I have prepared a gift for those who might unravel my riddle. Approach my statue, for the gift awaits you there. Remember, nothing must stand between you and your design, no matter how audacious and grand it may be.
The voice quiets. You hear a click from the statue of Footfall's founder, as if some hidden locking mechanism has been released.
Peccius try to repair the cogitator.
After a series of creaks and groans, the cogitator's dusty screen lights up. On it are several lines of text, section headings.
Praise the Omnisire. The machine spirit of this cogitator is aggrieved but willing to serve.
Accompanied by the crackling of a Binharic prayer, Pascal's mechadendrites gently place a couple of keys lying on the floor back into place.
Select the section title Welcome.
The screen flickers a few times before revealing to the world a text in low Gothic.
In the name of the founder of Footfall Station, conqueror of stars, builder of outposts, the noblest rogue trader Parsimus Duane, and on behalf of all his descendants, I welcome you. This cogitator was installed on the order of the illustrious Parsimus, so that the needy may tap into the flow of his wisdom. Cast your eyes upon the list of sections and choose what you wish to know.
Abelard's brow furrows. Parsimus Duane. I've never heard of such a rogue trader house.
Lord Captain Parsimus Duane, one of the trailblazers of the Koronus Expanse, and this station's founder. I've read about his great deeds. Lord Duane was once a colonel of the Astra Militarum, but, by his will, later inherited a warrant. He accumulated enough power to gather a small fleet of loyal allies and venture out to conquer the Koronus Expanse. They say Footfall was meant to be his personal palace world, but the construction dragged on for decades, and Lord Parsimus eventually died of old age. His enemies instantly tore Footfall to pieces and turned it into the bastion of humanity we know today, one that is full of bandits, privateers, hustlers, and rogue traders.
Pleased with herself, Cassia nods slightly to let everyone know that the lecture is over.
Select the section titled About Footfall.
Footfall Station has been envisioned by the great Parsimus Duane as a palace in the stars, as majestic as the spirit and mind of its creator. As is the year of this cogitator's installation, merely a small fraction of the great Parsimus's designs has yet been made a reality, but already their audacity and grandeur are staggering. Footfall is to become the gateway to the savage and barely explored Koronus Expanse, a foothold for future conquests by the Imperium and the noble Parsimus Duane, who acts by the Emperor's will.
The cogitator wheezes and blinks, clearly trying to shut down.
Attempt an emergency repair.
The cogitator whirs and the screen turns back on.
One of the first structures on Footfall was the colossal statue of the Emperor. A whole asteroid was used for the creation of this sculpture, but even its titanic proportions cannot convey the awe that every faithful servant of the Imperium feels before the Master. The statue is the center of Footfall in the same way that the Emperor is the center and heart of the Imperium. As construction progresses, new, smaller asteroids are being attached to the statue, their surface serving as a foundation for glorious palaces and temples, and their inner tunnels as home for the commoners and rabble.
Select the section title Parsimus Dewayne's Design.
The cogitator flickers and grunts before displaying a tapestry of text.
The great Parsimus Dewayne intends to conquer the Koronus Expanse and build the most grandiose structure which will shine through the ages, praising the names of its creator and his descendants, Footfall, the palace in the stars. The glory of the great Parsimus's deeds will live on throughout the ages, and his grand designs.
The cogitator hisses and grunts as it tries to clean its insides by spewing out dust and detritus through its cracks. The cogitator hisses for a while, then the screen flickers and once more shows the words,
"The great Parsimus Dewayne intends to conquer."
Pascal's vox wheezes mournfully.
The spirit of this machine is enraged and will perform its function no more. I will see to it that the profaners responsible for its maintenance are marked for servo penance.
Okay, let's get the loot. Focus incense, each use of revel in slaughter increase the wearer perception plus 10 until the end of combat stacks, and this one, for every kill the wearer increase their critical hit chance by 5% until the end of combat. Interesting. Okay. So we finished this, that's awesome. I think we finished most of the stuff here on Footfall. Let me check, do we have other projects? Cannot do anything on Janus. This gives me a lot of things. We need Drusians. Kibellah mission. Seeker of the Weak. This is nice. Dark Sages. We need to complete Dark Sages. So we need to complete this one. Okay, that's pretty good. We need to increase the thingy with Kibellah. Okay, so we have a lot of complacency here. What else can we complete? No, I'm not gonna go and do these. We finished this. I don't care about the grenades, I'm not using them that much. We're losing some security here, but we get a lot of these things. This is not that great. This increases my okay, let's go do this. Okay, now we can get the fuck out, right? Yeah, I want to go to the voidship. We need to decide exactly what we are gonna do next, because I think we finish with these guys. What's this, a stray? Quest, let me check it out. We need to speak with Hieronymus. It might be, but it's not here. Let me check. It's called the Stray. Okay. So we still need to do something here. Dark hideout. Is it here in this warehouse? I don't think so. I think this is related with Argenta. Haven't we dealt with the heretics? So it still needs to be here, around here, right? Haven't we done this dark hideout? No, we have done it.
Not a single Anver's attack has been reported lately. The favorite protagonist. I've been wondering. Not a single Anver's attack has been reported.
So this one is the mutant layers.
Favorite protagonist of our new.
Might be something else here that we haven't found. I forgot about this stray quest. What's this? Okay, so basically this is a shortcut.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
So the dog is yelling.
There is a groove here in the dust, like someone left tracks behind before hastily covering them. Judging by the traces of destruction and the corpses all around, many people loosely buried under the piles of trash are bodies with obvious gunshots. There was once a mine entrance here, but it caved in decades ago. A pair of eyes lights up in the darkness, too big to be human, too intelligent to be an animal. A moment later, the vision vanished. The dead are covered in ulcers and several show traces of repulsive mutations.
Maybe it's in this area. I forgot exactly where we need to go. For this. Might be here.
Listen, you jump the queue, but you get no wasting time.
So it's not a dark hideout because this is with the embers.
The huge walls that rise above the chaotic buildings of Footfall are strikingly different from the small houses and squalid huts sitting huddled under the soaring arches.
Light of terror, guide our way.
Might be somewhere around here. Maybe we need to search or at least follow those marks, right? Did we lean here? There is a door here. Might be this one. Okay, so there is this one. Okay, so we need to search these. Okay, this is where we need to go. Fuck this. I forgot completely about this quest. Holy shit, let's deal with it before finishing here. Okay, so Argenta, it's for some reason hurt. Let's put a couple of medkits on her. Or medikit. I don't think we are gonna have any issues here dealing with these cultists, because I think we are pretty high level.
We should deal with this.
Yes, we should. My main character is also hurt, I think, from the previous fight. Okay, she succeeded. More traps might be here. Okay, so we leveled up. So we can do the leveling up before the fight. So let's do this. We are gonna get perception for my main character and coercion for Abelard. Toughness, more tankiness. And I think I'm gonna go with dual weapon specialist or shield mastery. We can also go with this one. To be honest, I like this one pretty much. It increases his critical hit chance. And there is no downsides. However, Imperial World characters' lore and lore warp are always 0. This is gonna apply just for him, right? Because I don't want to fuck it up. Let's try and do this. So, yeah, he has basically 0, right? About Heinrichs. No. Okay, so it's just for them. Argenta, perception with you, and I think I'm gonna pick also this one. I don't care if she has lore warp or not, because it does increase her critical hit chance. Cassia, fellowship for sure, and persuasion, Pasquale. I'm not gonna go with Lord Xenos with him because I think Heinrichs also has a lot of Lord Xenos. Let's go with logic. We can go with perception or ballistic skill. It basically hits a lot, so we don't need ballistic skill. With him, we can go with power or perception. I think I'm gonna go with willpower and Lord Xenos with him. I think this is it. We are ready to do the fight right now. It should be a pretty easy fight.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Open the doors for us. Guide our way. Twist our way. The edge of daybreak. The edge of daybreak.
Okay. To be honest, I'm gonna keep Argenta exactly here. This fight is gonna be super easy. Like, we are gonna decimate these guys like super fast. Let's put this here. We can gather most of them here.
Such is the will of chaos.
Yeah, they are. Holy shit, they are super stacked here. Yeah, we are gonna hit Kibellah, but it doesn't matter. We can either go with Pascal or Argenta. You know what? Let's go with Argenta. She's gonna do a pretty big peppering here. Well, let's see. As you can see, a lot of crits because of that skill that we took. Like, a lot of peppering was done here. It doesn't matter if we take damage. I think this is the last fight that we are gonna have here, and she has another turn. Holy shit. She cleaned them up so nicely. That's insane. Like, I wrecked them. It doesn't matter.
I don't have time for this.
Let's end this like super fast. Let's end the dog. As I said, holy shit. Argenta with okay, I forgot that they are gonna split. Argenta with heavy bolter, it's insane. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait anymore.
Successfully terminated. High momentum.
Pretty easy fight.
Argenta rushes to the last living cultist and silently, furiously punches him in the face.
Blaspheming heretic. Who were you praying to? I know those words. That call to a law.
Argenta doesn't get to finish. The cultist, having dropped to his knees, interrupts her with grating, rasping laughter.
Of course you know them. I recognize you too, lackey to the corpse on the throne. Haven't you already experienced the power of the true God? Didn't you flee from us, shedding tears?
Argenta recoils as if from a blow, but then steps forward, grabs the cultist by the scruff of his neck, and makes him look into her eyes, burning like embers.
I am one of the Adeptus Sororitas, and I have never, not once in my life, fled from heretics and betrayers of humankind.
Argenta, wait, the heretic must be interrogated.
What do you want to know, servants of the Corpse Emperor? The names of my brethren, how many of us there are, where we are. I will tell you myself. We are myriad, and we are everywhere. Soon, very soon, you will hear our voices. And when you hear them at your back, so close you can feel our breath, then you will know the power of the true God. Then you will know the power of the true God.
Just how many of you vermin are there? First Rykad Minoris, now here. Pascal pulls a number of instruments out of his robe. You would bet your life that the purpose of these items isn't to disassemble machines, he says casually.
Should you encounter difficulties during the information extraction process, I would recommend precise targeting of ganglia.
The cultist chuckles arrogantly, but pales under Pascal's calmly probing gaze.
How do you know Argenta? Have you seen her on footfall before?
Not on footfall. Not on footfall.
The cultist laughs hoarsely.
In another place, she flew right in, like a bird into a snare.
Argenta is staring at the cultist, her eyes wide. As if against her will, she whispers 2 words.
Salis Prime.
Argenta, what is he talking about?
She snaps out of it, as if emerging from a reverie.
A planet? A place. It doesn't matter. I know these heretics. I fought them and was gravely wounded. But I swear, I never turned from them and ran.
She turns to the cultist, her eyes filled with cold fury.
If you truly have seen me on Salis Prime, someone among you must know a way to get there. Do you have your own ship? A navigator? Answer me. Ships and maps, roads and doors. We have them all, but our paths are not for you. The true God spins his web, and you are but a fly caught in it. But where is the spider?
The cultist's eyes fill with madness.
I need something more coherent.
Rogue trader, we won't get anything from this madman. As for my part in the story, I will tell it, but not here, not in his presence.
Who or what is this true god you keep mentioning?
You will know in time.
The cultist gives you a wicked smile, painted with the fresh blood on his lips.
And him, Argenta.
You can kill me, servants of the Corpse Emperor, but you can't stop the victory of the true God. The edge of daybreak is nigh, and the hour of his triumph approaches.
Silence hangs for a minute. Then Argenta turns to you and shrugs nonchalantly.
That's it. We've fulfilled Reverend Hieronymus's request, which means I am now free. I can continue my travels with you, Rogue Trader. Before we leave this den, let us round up what remains of the blasphemers. I would like to cleanse this place with purifying flame, but perhaps we can find clues that might tell us where these heretics came from, or if they have any more associates.
Argenta lowers her head wearily.
We need to talk, but it can wait. Let's meet on the ship when it's time to depart. Footfall.
Let's see if there's something here. Apple, you know what? You can use that. Yeah, why not? This sword is pretty good. You know what? Okay, this is two-hander. Yeah, it is. These axes are pretty nice. You know what? Let's keep using them. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. I think we can go to the ship. But first I would like to speak with Hieronymus to see if he has anything to say, and then we are gonna go back to the ship, speak with Argenta, and probably end this episode. It's a pretty long one.
Transfer of power. Is dead. Her heir, Captain von Valancius, has arrived on foot. I've been wondering, what's the sign?
I think he's in the atrium. Okay, so basically completed most of the things here. By the way, you can deal with the with the Envers later also. You don't need to fight them right on Footfall. You can basically speak with Okara, recruit Jay, and get the fuck out. If you really want to. Let's see what Doloroso has to say.
But you know who did rob it, or who sold the goods, or who talked about knowing.
The Emperor protects.
Your request has been fulfilled. The cult is then in the Shadow Quarters has been cleared out.
A grim smile brightens his features, and he makes the sign of the Aquila.
I hope that their suffering was commensurate with their deeds.
Footfall now has a new patron, Incendia Chorda.
Indeed. Her loyal servants have already appointed confessional units whose duty it is to patrol the station and invite its denizens to repent of their many crimes. As the Emperor is my witness, his pious aides have their work cut out for them on Footfall. For depravity, much like the Void, is immeasurable and omnipresent. But is that any reason not to try and conquer it? I only pray that the blessed Incendia does not find the burden of the offenses of Footfall's denizens so indelible as to cleanse the station in a fiery fount, even though it certainly deserves such a fate. The
Okay, so I think we finished most of the things. We still have a couple of rumors. We're gonna check them out later. We haven't finished the act, so...
It's about time.
Yeah, we need to go to the docks. We're gonna go back to the ship and speak with Argenta.
Just had a word with a void in Domination 4295.
Well, I will like also to upgrade my vessel, because we have a couple of void battles that we haven't done, and I need to be upgraded with basically best stuff. And I think we have a lot of profit factor.
The high factotum, Yanris Danrak, greets you with a cool smile and the merest hint of a bow.
Give up to them. Don't talk about it like that here of all places.
Let's see. We have 46. This is better than the one that I have. This is a little bit better. Short range dorsal macro cannons which fire 2 shots, dealing might be better this one. Can we increase the reputation? We need to give her 4,000. Needs ship components, so let's give most of the stuff. We're gonna keep a little bit of fuel. Maybe we need it. I have a lot. Let's keep it like this. And the rest, I don't think we need it. Can give it a couple, 2 more. We are gonna keep 2. Let's see what we can get. So we can get this.
By the throne, are you still afraid of the Inquisition coming for you? You're not letting own the true rights of maintenance and perpetuation.
We can increase the reputation with Opticon. What can we buy? Precise light scan, we can buy these. Okay, these aren't that great.
Afraid or not, it pays to keep such things to yourself.
Fellowship of the Void.
Doesn't get you, one of the senior officers will.
Okay, there's nothing we can deal to these guys, I think, that are really costly. No, there are these Xeno artifacts and some jewelry. Come on, Riza. This backpack gets its weather +1 rate of fire. That's interesting. Okay, this is the Ogre grip.
Thus do we invoke the machine god.
We have a lot of stuff here. Can give this to Argenta. You know what? Yeah. This is pretty good. I want to upgrade the ship. A little bit more shield. What else do we have? A lot of junk here. This is good for him. Who has Lord Imperium? She has. This is 20, so I think it's better. I think we have enough commerce. This is good for Pasquale. We have a lot of take use with him. Might be good for Kibellah. I think it's her armor, for sure. Okay, let's speak with Argenta. I think that's enough for the moment. I think we are in a pretty good spot.
Chronal mining external parts just come in from Medicaid.
Greetings.
I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past and explain the strange words of that cultist on Footfall.
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, Rogue Trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the sacred warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Of course, let us go there right away.
Argenta nods gratefully.
What are they up to?
Argenta drops to her knees, her hands making the sign of the Aquila. Her eyes are locked on the sweeping signature on the warrant, a seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper, unless one knows whose hand left that mark and whose blood is on that paper.
If thou seest a flaw in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fall of mine, burn me with flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest this plea of mine, bless me with wrath of fury and of righteousness.
Argenta's voice is sonorous, as if made for singing hymns and prayers, but right now she cannot seem to catch her breath, so overwhelmed with emotion is she.
For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to servants of thine, and ruin to foes of thine, a fate of terror and righteousness.
Upon finishing, she closes her eyes and remains silent for a long time with her head raised high. Slowly, like the first licks of flame in a campfire, a smile blossoms on her lips. When Argenta finally opens her eyes, they are alight with uncanny resolution.
Rogue Trader, we need to talk. Or rather, I need to tell you something. The truth. The truth about how I ended up on Theodora von Valancius' ship, and about the cultists we encountered on Footfall. Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story, and you'll see why.
Argenta pauses.
I'll start at the beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving in the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by Reverend Hieronymus's mission, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will, in a way.
Argenta falters, searching for the words.
Sir, it was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salus Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest, a feral world away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation.
I've never even heard of such a planet. That it belonged to the von Valancius dynasty?
Yes, now the planet is yours by right. But it's not as simple as that. The warp route leading to it was lost. I will explain in due time. May I continue?
Please continue.
The description of Salus Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from an ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship.
Her voice grows reverent.
Argenta, the living saint. She is my patroness. The order named me after her. She died millennia ago when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes or her holy relic, the One Star. For the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place for the saint's remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter. All others would meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts. And suddenly, I, myself, named after the saint, come across this information. I realized at that moment that it was a portent, that I must journey to the planet and find the ship. And so I asked Reverend Hieronymus to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet Salus Prime.
Why did you keep your supposition from Reverend Hieronymus? Surely he could have helped you with the search for the ship and the saint's remains.
I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was a portent revealed to me personally. Can't you see? I told Reverend Hieronymus the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way. commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hand on her remains and the relic, it would have been a sign that I truly had been blessed with the saint's favor.
If you were the only one who realized what you were dealing with once the planet had been described to you, then this secret was yours and no one else, as is the decision of what to do about it.
I'm glad that you understand me. I had been called, and thus it was my business and mine alone.
I imagine Theodora was thrilled with the prospect.
Lady Theodora lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered world, and she took me with her.
You mentioned something called the One Star. What is it?
Defeat.
Argenta
Okay,
says
we
bitterly.
picked on the last
ship's
one.
augurs failed to detect
Sorry about
anything of
that.
note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this. Though, according to the legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by a pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know St. Argenta's hagiography by heart. I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscure clues, the descriptions of mountains and rivers from millennia-old tales, and I was certain that I had found the way to the ship. And that's when we were attacked. The words we heard in the heretic's shrine on Footfall, something about ways, doors, pleas addressed to some lord, the edge of daybreak.
Argenta is shaking with disgust.
They were the same words as those spoken by the cultists who attacked us on Salis Prime. My whole unit perished. All those honest, brave people I had led to search for the relic. It was only by a miracle that I didn't perish along with them. I didn't connect these events at first. The cultists on Footfall, the cultists on Salis Prime, the cultists attacking the ship, and Conrad's betrayal. What if these are all links in the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of the von Valancia servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my search?
No need to blame yourself if the heretics really had wormed their way into the von Valancia's rank by then. They would have found the planet even without you going there.
I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet. Conrad, on the other hand, he sympathized with me when I first came aboard. He helped arrange an audience with Theodora and supported me in my effort to visit the planet. I never told him plainly why I wanted to go there, but I imagine that vulture must have figured out that it was something important, something related to the holy faith of the Imperium. And what could delight a heretic more than defiling a relic?
Sadly, the only one who might have all the answers could not escape.
Oh yes, and I sincerely hope that we will meet him again. That serpent needs to answer a few questions before he is plunged into cleansing flame.
So how did you manage to escape from the cultists?
Hangs her head.
Theodora's people received the distress call, came to my rescue, and brought me aboard the ship. I barely remember what happened. When they arrived, I was already severely wounded, fighting back with whatever remained of my strength. I think I shouted that we had to go after them, but they didn't listen. They took me to the shuttle and pulled out. After that, it's all blackness. When I came to, we were already in the middle of a warp jump. Theodora had urgent matters to take care of, and she decided that she could clear out the planet at a later time.
And that's why you didn't trust me before, correct?
Yes, Rogue Trader.
Argenta looks you in the eye.
I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as a servant of the Archenemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of cultists and was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, and so I studied you, looking for seeds of corruption or the light of righteousness.
And what did you find?
A man who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped eradicate the cultists on Footfall.
Argenta smiles, as if reminiscing about a pleasant evening spent in the company of friends rather than a bloody battle.
Although my opinion of you started to change even before then. Back when you agreed to talk to the orphans at my request. A leader who's willing to honor those who laid down their lives for them and take care of their children is a leader who inspires trust. And the way you acted in that moment. Do you remember? There was a young man whose grief and confusion had driven him to insolence. You didn't turn a blind eye to his misdeed, but you chose the right words to show him the path to redemption. It was harsh, but necessary. Like the Emperor's truth, like bitter medicine that helps the sick. I learned much about you in that moment, Rogue Trader, and I want to believe that I wasn't mistaken in my judgment.
So just to clarify, you were wounded, so you never found Saint Argenta's ship, is that right?
Yes! I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again, and I insisted on going back to Salis Prime to defend the relic from the heretics. But I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route to the planet, and that plotting a new one would take a great deal of time and effort, as if there could be anything more important than protecting the faith and hunting down servants of the Archenemy. In any event, the route was lost, and all knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship, along with the old navigator. But now we have a new lead. The data that we collected in the cultist shrine on Footfall. I don't care what that reprobate we executed said. There must be a way to track them down. Tell me, Rogue Trader, will you help me in this undertaking? Will you help me find this great relic and return it to the people of the Imperium?
If it's important to you, I will help.
Argenta walks up and places her hand on your shoulder.
So be it, Rogue Trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will marked by his own hand, I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned and the heretics punished. And may the light be with us both on this path.
Okay. So I think this is it. We are gonna go on the world map or the Expanse map, and
Lord Captain, your lordship.
we shall see our next route. Probably in the next episode we are gonna continue dealing with what else we need to do. We have a couple of side quests. We already cleared most of these things, right? I do not know exactly what this question mark spoils of prudence means. Eye of magnetic storm. Voyage of the Casbalican ship. This might be rumors or something like that, but we are gonna check them into the next episode. We still have a lot of things to do here. We need to obtain the last seal, but I think we need to do the rest of the stuff. We need to arrive here. We have one route, and I think I need to go here to Adermatt. It's an uncharted system. We need to also go here. There are a lot of stuff that we need to do. So I think this is it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. I hope I'm gonna see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.